This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And they'll begin by running the option. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Jackson now. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens, first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And Jackson throwing once more. Open man is Duvernay. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. 2nd down and goal. Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
3rd and goal, Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Oh. Hey. Middle. Hey.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive.
Hawk 70.
Lock it in motion right.
18, pioneer.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Block it in motion right.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Come on, come on. Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Play action. It's Smith. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play.
Ready.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
19 Tiger. Go.
Here's Walker. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Smith. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here we go.
Now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone.
19. 19 Lions.
Smith now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Mustang 19. 60 Bobcats. 19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
18, Pioneer. Panther 11, Panther 11. Buffalo 18. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from the 20. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
What's up, guys? If you guys new to the stream, smash the like button. I'm down 4-0. Did one of the dumbest passes ever in my life.
Tucker now to
Now
kick it away following the touchdown.
To the game.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
All right, let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They snap it to Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Now Jackson.
Come on.
Trying to get it to
Cover that bull
Robinson,
crap.
and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So that potentially
down,
an
D.
important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the
Nice when
scoreboard
you
so
score
far,
and
so
get
you
the
have
ball
to
in half.
think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Good. Post. Drive.
Let's go. Pat the 60. Pat the 60. Warriors 70. Ready.
After the interception, here's Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck
Clark is one of the
picking it
slowest,
off.
crappiest
The
coverage
try.
guys, but for some
And the
reason getting beat.
Seahawks are going to take
every time.
possession of the
Except
football. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Now Gino on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
Wow.
And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
What's going on?
Well, that's a
today?
drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a two-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
I'm not going to rush for some reason.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Here's Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And the tight end goes in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught.
There you go.
Touchdown. DK Metcalf. As the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7.
I get the ball half. Just a
So
few steps.
not
and I
much
should be
time
fine
to
after
speak
that.
of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
70, shot 60, shot 60. Go.
Throwing now is Geno.
He completes this to
Come on,
Walker.
man.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
Cowboy 80.
In motion goes the tight end.
Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Throwing again on second down. Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
19 tight, 19 tight. 79 Broncos. Go street.
Smith throwing again. And that'll be incomplete.
I don't know why I
And
do
not a
that.
common sight, at least on
Really
this
do not
drive.
know.
A momentary
Why I do that.
setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs
Just
to
rushing it,
connect
that's what it
and
is,
try and
that's
pick
why.
up another first down.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
To throw again on second down. Smith over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Smith. Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Here's Smith. He stiff arms him. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing again is Smith. Caught on the slant. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Ready?
On 4th down, Smith. End zone
Yeah.
caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Dwayne Eskridge from a yard out. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14.
Good stop, boys. Come on. It's down 14-0. Came back. Gotta get a stop. One stop's all I need.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Now Dobbins again on second down. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Jackson now. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's up in it after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Warriors 70. Cup 19. Cup 19.
To throw again on second down. Smith. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Here we go.
The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Geno. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. His huge night, it just continues as he's now north of 200 yards receiving.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Smith. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. A gutsy.
Great stop. I'm going to go for 2. If I get to it, I'm going to go for 2 points.
Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Running left is Walker. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Cougar 19. Hurt.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go.
In motion comes the tight end left. They snap it to Smith. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
That's complete to Penny Hart. And he'll be
Wish
out
I
of
had one
bounds
timeout,
just
guys.
shy of the 40.
It is what it is. Played around too much.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong.
Should make the most of my possessions, which I didn't. I was playing around too much. Let's go again. Come on, Gino. There we go. Make me proud, Gino. Make me proud.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Jamal Adams. Jones. I'm happy with that.
Right to the air is Mahomes.
And his first look is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the
That's the
backfield.
play.
They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And it's intercepted. Picked up by
Good
Josh Jones.
play.
Well, they certainly weren't
Good
afraid
play.
to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way
Ooh,
to midfield. Working
DK.
down at the 49.
DK.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Smith.
Oh
he
my
tries to
God,
get it to
DK.
Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
Oh
Picked
my
up by
God.
Juan Thornhill.
DK,
And the Chiefs are going to take
DK.
possession as they've got it
So-
at the 42-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that.
He's gone.
Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
58 yards.
And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
That's a dumb play by me.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Anticipated wrong.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Okay, let's go.
On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Go back to mine.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The Smith throw into the hands of Lockett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Dude, what kind of...
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
What kind of set was that?
Now Gino on 1st down. He hits his target, Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Smith.
Oh, into a
Oh
sea
my
of defenders
God,
and
man.
intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Easy. Hey, let's go.
Now here's Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. It got his man complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And boy, that was something to watch, wasn't it? How about the way these guys came out here in the first quarter? They really put their stamp on this game early with their play calls, and they certainly look good so far.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. And they'll run on the inside handoff. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Now Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Today is not my day.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Guys, you win some, you lose some, and then EA works at you.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
I'll get one last game in and call it a day.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. And that nearly intercepted. But it's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
7 Pirates.
On 1st down, Smith. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Smith throwing again. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Throwing now is Geno. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Smith on 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 19 tight.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Should be, bro.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Yeah.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes.
Nothing's
Rolling
okay
to
anyways.
his
I'm
right.
fuck you.
Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. A solid chunk of 11 yards there on the keeper. But fourth down now. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Man, what's going on with my arm? I'm in pain right now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Throwing is Smith. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Goodwin able to haul it in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And he's got it.
There we go.
Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Take toward 2, buddy.
Marquise Goodwin, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Gino's going to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
So one more word by him throwing.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
Yellow.
Second down, McKinnon.
Oh,
He's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here again is McKinnon. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's brought down. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Hey, 15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Damn.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Not getting anything. No rush, nothing.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
You get anything you want. These crappy teams, they can work.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense,
on them.
this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent, and that's what they're doing right now, is swapping that onus back in.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Geno. And this is intercepted.
And there we go. How many picks he went through?
Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Mahomes on third. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw it here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 15-yard touchdown grab. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Brought me down to cloud.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one's pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd and 10, Smith.
Yep, there we go, Gino. Thank you very much.
Incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To the air again, Smith. And my goodness, another interception. And the Chiefs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Yes, sir, right? For some reason, my
Oh.
buttons don't show up on the defense. It's like disabled. EA, you know what you guys are doing. I'm not using Seahawks again. I'm not using Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from the Superdome.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Yep, it's that crappy tight end play. Guard him, guard him. That's what he's doing.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
93, 52, 93, 44.
Play action here with Dalton. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And it's a Packers
He's doing
touchdown.
that stupid man defense. Come on.
Robert Tunyon, 44 yards. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Play action now. Dalton.
Oh,
That's in
hell
a double
no. Wow.
coverage and intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Oh,
The
could
run
cut it
with Jones
outside.
on first down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. Second down coming up. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Go to 50 and you 26. Go to 50 and you block over here. Go to 50.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And that's caught inside the 30.
Thank you very much.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage.
Okay.
Brought down
Nice,
at the
man.
32.
You can
So a step in the wrong
do all
direction.
that.
Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Easy. 26. Here, Mike. Zoom.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
88.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers finds his receiver, Watson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Over. Hey, 26.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. This is complete to Michael Thomas. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Here's Dalton. He finds his man Johnson. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. 1st and 10 for Dalton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. 3rd down. A shot here for Dalton. And that is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Fourth down. Dalton wants to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Rodgers now after the sack and lead the pack up on third and long.
You won 2 games from here already. Don't try 3 games.
Throwing is Rodgers. Able to find Lazard.
Dude's not nice
and way up
at all.
past
Doesn't
the
know what he's doing on
35
defense.
before
Doesn't
he's
know what he's
taken
doing on
down.
offense.
Rodgers now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Same cover
Line of
1, really?
scrimmage again, the 37
Oh,
as
we're
they
in the
line
beginning of
up
Madden?
2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's
Score 3.
incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Man open, here is Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end Tunyon.
Don't play me.
Touchdown.
Robert move, buddy.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Stay in bounds. Come on.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And his throw's
Good
going to
throw,
be
what a size.
incomplete.
They haven't been able to
Good
stop
coverage.
them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Side, 368.
This will be Dalton again. Looking left side, and it's complete.
Oh,
And
man,
they
why'd
do
you
get
jump
it
the
down,
route?
but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and goal, Dalton. That is
Still give it
caught
to him.
by
Still right there.
Olave. Touchdown,
Still
New
give it to him.
Orleans. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
It's
And
empty
the
second, back
Saints
to
are
score.
on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. What's good on the extra point? And this is back to an 8-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Packers going to use one of their
match
timeouts
defense. Go for it.
as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this
Do it again.
first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
26.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that's going to be too
Wow.
high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I certainly
Wow.
thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And
Wow.
that'll be incomplete. 4 ticks left here
Okay.
on the clock.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Okay. End this game now.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they
Somehow
probably
that goes
allowed
for
a
you.
few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man, here is Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Chill
They
out, man.
were in search of a short gain on
You
third
ready?
down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Huh?
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Huh?
Now a first down carry by Jones.
What
And
was
he's going
going?
to take this ahead for
What
right
was
around
going?
3 yards, but no more than that.
Oh.
Second down.
He's baiting him.
The
That's
last
what
run
he's
got
done.
3. Now
Which is
here's
what he's done,
2nd and
so.
7. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And his throw is
Wow.
incomplete.
EA, you need to stop.
We know it's not an easy job
You
to
need
go out
to
and catch
stop this.
passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away.
Yeah, you need
But
to
the
stop
bottom line
what
is
you're doing.
that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the
It's not
30.
even funny anymore.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Thank you.
Fuck, man. What the
Randall
fuck is going on
Cobb,
right there?
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Fuck.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
What's he saying?
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score
throw,
game
buddy.
here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
On 2nd and 10, Dalton. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson,
terrible throw.
an 80-yard
Terrible.
touchdown. And the Saints get a bit closer. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it
Trying to
ending
send
in a
that dude
house
is
call.
what?
But he
899
got it,
speed?
took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Lutz with the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This would complete to Tunyon underneath. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Go to 50. Hey, you block. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Go to 50.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
26. Boom, boom.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
88.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And Dalton to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be brought down at the 27. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Saints have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2.
44. Side.
Here's Dalton to throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
You threw them drinks away? Right here. Appreciate it, bro.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers.
Oh my God, dude.
Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Wow. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Dalton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Damn, bro,
but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Fourth down, Dalton wants to throw.
Thank you.
This shit wide,
He
bro.
throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Saints'
how my
decision
line
to
don't know
go
who the
for it
fucking block.
backfires. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by
Bro,
Jones.
look at this shit, bro.
And some room to work. 64 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
This shit
The Saints going to
fire,
call
bro.
the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And that run right there, just what the doctor ordered.
You're talking about putting it all together for your offense because no big run happens unless everyone does their job. And now you're thinking about ending the football game because you're in field goal range.
What a dandy this has been. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they will take a knee here. And this will result in him losing yardage.
Looks like
Back to
glitch
the
is going on.
3.
See that?
A lot of
of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Came back, huh? You wanted to be Bianca?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around. Here's Dalton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Dalton. Under pressure, they got him again.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau.
Take my time. Take your time.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset.
That's dumb.
They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it
Dude,
and
come
go
on,
himself.
react.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. To the air, Allen. That's caught
Dude,
by Gabriel
come on.
Davis. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Allen.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be
Crazy boy.
incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll go again to Jones. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Hey, 626. Got 300. Got 300.
In motion left goes a tight end. Rodgers now on first down.
He has it complete to Christian Watson, finding room in midfield. And they're going to work this down to about the
Don't test me, buddy.
32-yard line.
Ever again.
I don't think there's anyone who
That's
could
the one we
possibly
wanna use
doubt
this
how
one.
fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Jump out. Inside.
Now Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. 2nd and 4.
Wide left.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met
Bad
in
move by
his
me.
tracks
Bad move by me.
behind the line of scrimmage.
Back north.
Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
touchdown.
Robert Tonyan.
26 yards.
And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Now you see why people use good teams, because throws that you know are supposed to be made get made. No Geno Smith under pressure, no.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Perfect accuracy, and the ball goes other direction. I know exactly where the ball needs to go.
A short kick.
And it gets there.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
Good throw.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen. Flush to his right. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. On first down, Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
To throw, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. To try again after the sack. Allen throwing the out route incomplete. That's McKenzie. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Allen going to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get sixes instead of threes.
Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. A final shot before half for Rodgers. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Okay.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
26.
Throwing is Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
Look at that laser.
And he'll be
right between
taken
his
down,
eyes.
but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. On play action. Now Rodgers. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Jones. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Hey, 626.
Now Rodgers. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught.
Oh my God.
A gain of 5,
right there.
but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Hey, 88. Inside. Yeah,
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So they get nothing on 1st down, just back to the 1. They need some room to operate.
They certainly do, because you know they're going to be aggressive on the defensive side. They're going to come after you. So you practice this in OTAs, you practice this in mini camp, you practice this in preseason camp. 1 first down gives your punter room. 2 first downs is what you're seeking in order to make sure you flip the field a little bit.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From his end zone on 3rd and long, Allen. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he is going to have the Bills' first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Singletary again. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. On the catch, it's Crowder. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. One final try here for Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone.
And this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week...
Game, set, and match.
If they close this game out, just a few snaps remaining, they can't relax just yet.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
And they'll try and run it in with Singletary.
But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Got a man, that's Lazard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts.
That's what we call clutch, boys and girls. And there you go. Bye-bye.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Tennessee Titans. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Nashville.
Taken in at the 3.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
Tannehill to throw on the first play. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill.
That's complete to Traylon Burks.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Tannehill now to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
To throw is Rodgers.
He'll go right back to Tunyon.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you pay.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones
from 3 yards out.
And the
If
Packers
this dumbass
take the
knew
early turnover
how
and
to
convert it into an
adjust
opening
with Sam
touchdown.
Blitz. But guess
Extra
not.
point up and
Doesn't need
good
better.
by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response.
Let's go.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now it's Tannehill. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Seven Pirates.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Okay, ready? Trap 60, trap 60.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it. So now it's 2.
There you guys go. Easy peasy, told you. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoy the stream. So, we started off slow. Slowly acclimated to our surroundings. won 3 games in a row. That's how we finish off the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be back again very soon. Turn notifications on. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys next stream. God bless. If you guys want to know the playbook, Coach's Playbook, Kansas City defense, watch my previous live streams from beginning to end. We'll give you a breakdown of all my money plays. Everything you see on here, step by step, how to do everything. You want to lock down gun tight? Watch my previous 2 videos, live streams. They'll tell you exactly how to lock it down from scratch. You guys saw the defense right there. Adjustments, lock everything down. 0 points, made him quit. You saw his gamer tag, DAA. He's just trash. Peace.